Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
Hey, welcome to 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. Your host here, Dylan Ewing, and I love the beach area. That's why we're doing this. I love this area. But when it comes to speeding tickets, I know a lot of people can relate with this, but I came from basically everywhere else in the world, and especially Las Vegas, where, I don't know, it was constantly in a hurry, always going at least 10 miles an hour over the speed limit with everyone else. And there was just such a rush everywhere that you never thought twice about speeding. Well, speeding like heavily. So like 50 miles an hour and over. Now it's speeding like in like Las Vegas. But coming out here for the first, I would say like 2-3 years, it was a resistance at first. So I started getting speeding tickets and I wasn't stopping at stop signs, and it was the constant rush things that I was getting busted for. So as you know, everywhere from Lewis down to Fenwick Island, our cops love sitting year round in random places that catch you off guard. So my most recent one was in Dewey, where now I know my lesson now, so I never speeds, but it was right up on the light when you're coming into Dewey, where the speed changes, of course. There was a police officer sitting right at that light, and the light just turned yellow, and I was almost to the beginning of the intersection. So I tapped my gas a little bit just to like get through the light really fast. And I went up to like 12 miles an hour over whatever. And, because it dropped down to 30 and I was going like 45 or 47 or something. And he got me a ticket. Well, it's kind of like the same thing from before. But, the first few years, it was just, I was trying to speed and do things all the time. So this is what, today I'm doing this because here's what happened. So this morning, we had to be in Lewis from basically Ocean View, Dagsboro area. And we had to be in Lewis. I was 10 minutes behind. So basically we had to be there, quarter till or whatever. And, we had to leave at 8. I don't remember the exact timing, but it was like at 8 we had to leave, but I didn't get out of there until like 10 after. So I was 10 minutes behind, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to speed to make up the difference in time. And what I learned was that, I love cars, and my cars go fast, some of them. And I must say, I may or may not have been going close to 100 on one. And I may or may not have been speeding the entire way. Hypothetically, let's just say I was speeding the entire way as fast as I possibly could go without hurting someone or anyone else around me, or like being too crazy. So I was really speeding, possibly, maybe, hypothetically, in case anyone's listening. Let's just say this. So I ended up shaving off 2 minutes. Think about that for a second. So speeding crazy. I mean, like swerving in and out, passing, doing everything I can to get there. Right. I mean, really fast. I was really potentially, hypothetically, really trying to get there. And the most I could shave off on the Google GPS, and it was actually right to the very second as far as the timing that Google had, I managed to shave off just 2 minutes. So here's what happened. So the first couple of years, it was okay, always in a rush, always go, go, go. But then what I discovered was I would pass somebody and, way down the road, I'm talking, miles down the road, I hit a red light. And guess what? That person is sitting right next to me in that red light. And they were going 55 and I was going 70 or whatever it may be. And I started realizing, like, you know what? I don't know if the amount of time I'm shaving off really justifies the tickets and the problems that it causes by speeding. So I feel better and I feel like I'm getting there faster. It's like when somebody comes up on, or you get up behind somebody when you're driving, and there's like this urge to like need to pass them. Like you feel like you're going to get there first or something. Maybe that starts when we're kids. Like, if you're in line, you can't have somebody cut in front of you. And if you're in front, you get there first. And like, there's this psychological thing telling us that we need to get there before everyone else. So anyways, I'm talking about all this because I just want to encourage you, if you're moving here or you're coming here from out of state or anywhere else, really, because I've been all over the country and it's kind of different than most places, or maybe it's just in my head, but the speed limit around here is mostly 25, 35, 30, maybe 40. So, you're real conscious of how fast you're going, and there's always this need to want to go faster. So I just want to encourage you, if you're coming down here and you want to speed everywhere, not only is it really annoying to people that live here, so if you want to have this lower, slower Delaware mentality or the beach life mentality, calm, peaceful, reserved, that like that Bob Marley sense that you think of when you think of the beach, then you might want to watch your speeding, because it's all about that, rushing in line, being rude to people or people working or staff because you're in a hurry. And if you really think about it, we're just in a hurry to go sit somewhere else. So, and this is something I struggle with too. So I catch myself all the time. I'm not preaching or telling anybody what to do, because I just got a ticket, in Dewey, like I said. So all I'm saying is you might want to think about it, because the cops are hiding everywhere, especially in the wintertime. They've really figured out the places where people like to speed, and they sit there. So if you're going to do it, trust me, you're going to get caught. And I think what you'll learn is, once you start slowing down and you start just kind of looking around and looking at, our awesome area and not needing to be in a rush, catch yourself. Maybe you're hungry, tired, lonely, or angry. This is what I do for myself. I'll just kind of, all of a sudden I will see it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I really in a hurry for? So yeah, save yourself thousands of dollars in tickets and headaches and frustration, accidents, all that stuff, tailgating. You end up just hurting yourself and people around you. And I'm talking to myself right now too, but save yourself the headache, guys. Slow down. Here's the beach life for you. You're going to get speeding tickets. So there's a couple of spots where your green light to maybe speed up a little bit, but for the most part, you're just endangering yourself with deer and animals and turtles and all that stuff, because you can't slow down in time for them. And trust me, I had a 45-minute drive this morning. I literally could have been potentially going like 30 miles an hour over on speed limits, possibly could have, hypothetically, and it only saved 2 minutes. And I tell you what, when I got there, I was looking for a mask and stuff because we had a rapid test. And as I'm looking for a mask, like, that was the 2 minutes. So trust me, I know it's really nice and feels good to be first and beat people and get in front and speed. I have a 750 horsepower Mustang, so I really love the adrenaline behind going fast. Here are some facts about this. So on the website, in Surify, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It goes over states with the most speeding tickets in 2021. You're not going to believe this. Delaware is number 10. So Delaware had, and it's not even that far off. So there's like 6 or 5 states that have 13%. So Delaware is within the top, second half of the top 10 people. Basically number 10, but like it's like 13.8, 13.1, 13.2. So it's not even that far off. But Delaware has the highest percentage of drivers with speeding tickets. So there you have it. So I'm just reading off this site. Like I said, I'm too lazy to do my own research. Well, technically this is research. Anyways, Delaware, has the most speeding tickets. So there you have it. I don't know if they figured out like going from 50 to 25 and they just put that everywhere so they can catch everybody. I don't know. Anyways, there you have it. Delaware's in the top 10 most speeding tickets in the country. And here's another thing that you could do. Let's just say you get a ticket. So in Las Vegas, they had these ticket lawyers, basically, fight ticket people, where you go and they have an agreement with the court system or whatever they figure out, where you basically pay an attorney and now they just go file something and get your record of a speeding ticket expunged, and you just have to pay the fine. So what I learned was in Delaware, there actually are like ticket lawyers. So I think there's one at Georgetown, also Dover and a couple other places. Wilmington definitely has them. You can hire these guys to basically, file stuff for your ticket to make sure it doesn't get on your record. Because what I didn't realize when I got a ticket was that all of my insurance premiums ended up going up, and it really affected like financially how much money I'm paying for stuff. So, potentially, this could have cost me like $10,000 over the course of however many years. So definitely something to think about. There is something from MrSpeedingTicket.com who goes over Delaware, how to plead, fines, getting a speeding ticket. But yeah. And if you do end up getting a ticket and you get stressed out, you guys can actually go check out Urban Float in Rehoboth. They're actually sponsoring this show, but me and my wife started doing Urban Float. And so I was really stressed out and all this stuff going on, and I'm, addicted to my phone and all this crazy nonsense. Well, going in there, you're basically feel like you're floating in space. You're laying on top of 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt. And it just, it's like 45 minutes, an hour, where you're literally, your body's being healed by the healing properties of all this salt and nutrients in the water. And you don't even feel like you're in water because you're just floating on top. So definitely really cool to check them out. Go to urbanfloat.com. When you go in there, mention that you were sent from the 302 Lifestyle. They would love to have you. You can even get a percentage off or a dollar amount off of your first float if you sign up. You can go to 302 Lifestyle, 302 Lifestyle beachpodcast.com/urban float and pick up your money off. So anyways, all right, guys, keep living 302 Lifestyle. We'll talk to you later.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.